and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for this morning's guided meditation. Last week we looked at acceptance, gratitude, and persistence. Today we're going to look at the three subsidiary streams within the Eightfold Path: Sila, or ethical conduct; Samadhi, or mental discipline, meditation stream; and Panna, wisdom. And we'd encourage people to please check the description boxes. There's information that might be useful for meditation and other subjects for this and other episodes. Mondays, we look at the coming week, and we want to get prepared for the things that we're going to encounter as we go through this week. In about 24 hours, there will be a closed caption version with a transcript available. It takes about a day. And the reason we do guided meditation is in the hopes that participants will go with independent practice in your own home, in your own garden, listen to chanting or bird songs or other guided meditations. There are millions of them out there. And thank you, Dhamma G, 5x5 on the sound. And while I'm at it, thank you, Mrs. Dhamma, for the flower arrangement as usual. I'd like to thank Mike and Brian and Sam and Eriko and Mitsuko and Nako for your generous support. And if this works for you, please give us a shout, share with others, consider giving us a super thanks. And as usual, we start with samatha, or serenity. That's the first part of our meditation. And then the last part is panna, or wisdom. It always goes in that direction. First we calm down, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. So with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a comfortable spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Let your chin lower towards your chest. Leave your hands resting in your lap or on your thighs or on your knees. Close your eyes gently and imagine a ball of white light an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths, comfortable for you. When outside thoughts or images intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. As usual, on Monday, we start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness follows, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught that our mind creates our moods, delusions, obsessions, and they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We look at our thoughts, examine them, see them for what they are, and we let them go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just as it is, then we find complete serenity. We need to say a few words about the human existence. Our life consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates, and they are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. We are taught that these 5 khandhas are like a ball of molten lead, too hot to touch. We cannot touch them on the top or on the sides or the bottom. There's no place we can touch the khandhas without burning ourselves badly. So we look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. Let's remember that our monkey mind and our busy self-licking ice cream cone thoughts are very busy scurrying around, attaching themselves to things. Instead, in our meditation practice, we slow down, take time, and remain mindful. Let's abide calmly. As meditators, we have 3 duties. Our first duty is mindfulness. In this group, we focus on the ball of light and we listen to the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to the Dhamma talk, but to let the words wash over us, sink into our consciousness. Our second duty is collectedness, or concentration, when outside thoughts intrude, when, not if. We gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our third duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now, to experience oneness with God, the God of your understanding, good orderly direction. If you worship an anthropomorphic God, good for you. That's the God, whatever it is that your vision is. And we are content with that now, not tomorrow, not next week. We are either content now or we are not content. In a word, you could say copacetic. That is to be at one or at peace, experience equanimity, be smooth as silk. And if we can do that for a few seconds during today's meditation, we can do it for a number of minutes as we go through this week. And we just string together these little envelopes of ease. And as if by magic, we look up and we go, holy cow, I haven't had an angry, resentful, fearful thought for a couple of hours. How did that happen? Well, how indeed. Now, as we move into the second part of our meditation, Panna, need to remind us that we need to be vigilant about our behavior. Dhammapada 292, the toxins multiply for the insolent and the negligent who reject what they should do and do instead what they should not. 293. But toxins come to an end for those who are mindful and alert, who are constantly well engaged with mindfulness of the body, who do not resort to what they should not do, but persist in doing what they should. So, what do we mean by that? What is it that we should do? In Buddhism, we have the Four Noble Truths. The first noble truth, there is suffering. Suffering is caused, the second noble truth, suffering is caused by attachment. The third noble truth, suffering ceases with non-attachment. And the fourth noble truth, non-attachment comes from the Eightfold Path. So the Four Noble Truths are the theory, and the action plan is the Eightfold Path. In particular, there are three streams within the Eightfold Path: Sila, or ethical conduct; Samadhi, the mental concentration, or some people say meditation stream; and Panna, the wisdom stream. If you recall, last week we touched on greed, aversion, and delusion as the three feeder streams to a life of suffering and unhappiness. We're going to talk about the three streams within the Eightfold Path that point us in a different direction. We'll start with Sila, the ethical conduct stream, and it consists of three parts: right speech, say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. Right action, do the right thing. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you do. You look over your shoulder before you do it, and then you do it. Anyway, it was wrong. I knew it was wrong, and I did it anyway. I'm on the hook for that. Volitional comic with an A, not an O, formation. And right livelihood. We do not make a living abusing the divine spark within other people. We don't rip people off. We act intentionally without craving, clinging, or clamoring for outcomes. We put in the work, God takes care of the outcome, and we do not care which God is important to you. Whatever that is, good for you. We're happy for you. You might check 1 Corinthians chapter 13. That's a pretty good read. In Pali, tanha is insatiable hunger for more money, more power, sex, fame, praise. And whatever we get, it's never enough. We crave more. Whatever we already have, we cling to. Dhammapada 2:16, craving gives rise to grief. Craving gives rise to fear. For someone released from craving, there is no grief. And from where would come fear? Where indeed. So the upshot of that is we need to not live a double life. We need to have an integrated personality. So we are not one way when we are sitting in meditation and then a completely different way when we're dealing with people. The second stream within the Eightfold Path, Samadhi, and that consists of three parts as well. Right effort, that's what we're doing right now. To meditate, we go to a place, should be quiet, not silent, but no jackhammers. Wear non-restrictive clothing so that we can sit comfortably. Right mindfulness, we focus on that ball of light. And right concentration. When outside issues interfere, we brush them aside. The main thing is we cannot sit in samadhi, we cannot meditate properly if we are living a double life. That's because even if someone else doesn't see, we see, God sees. Dhammapada 2:10. Don't get entangled with what you long for or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So is seeing what you dislike. So, craving for things, attachment to shiny stuff is attachment, but so is aversion. When I hate star-bellied sneetches or needle-nosed schmoes, I hate those guys, then I am clinging to the things I don't like. It's fighting against people, places, and institutions. We need to stop that. Let it go. And our last stream within the Eightfold Path is Panna, or wisdom. And this consists of two parts: right view and right intention. Right view, this is the world we live in. We live in a world of consequences, not in a parallel universe. Who am I? Why am I here? What can I take with me? What am I thinking? These are all parts of right view. The Dhammapada again. There is no meditative absorption for one without insight. There is no insight for one without meditative absorption. With both, one is close to nibbana, or in Sanskrit, nirvana. Right view, seeing the world correctly, leads us to right intentions. It's like a new pair of glasses that informs our behavior. Panna helps us discern what is essential from what is inessential. And that insight brings us right back to enhanced ethical conduct, or the Sila stream. The three streams work in mutual support of one another. It's a set. So this week, whether in meditation or going through our daily life, we focus our attention. We sit in a quiet spot, maybe focus on the ball of light. We study the thoughts that arise as we go through our daily activities. When we get distracted, we return to following our breath. We abide. And we do this daily. We'd start with 10 minutes and then flex up. Rinse, lather, repeat. The best way to abide is to always be mindful of the divine spark in others. So this week, as we're going through our week, if we find ourselves restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, step into the next room, sit down and put the earphones in, cue up this recording. Imagine a ball of white light an inch or two below our nostrils. Breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you, Dhamma G. Dual battery. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Thank you for being here. Bubble wrap. Happy Easter. We wish you well. Uh, knock yourself out. This is a Buddhist practice. We make no apologies for it or explanations. We'll be back here on Friday, April 17th. We hope you'll join us. It'll be at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. We don't have daylight savings time here. So Please check your iPhone in the world time section and see what time it is in Japan, because that's the time we'll be doing this. And on if you're already here, you know how to get here. If you're listening afterwards, which the vast majority of people do, please check today, April 13th, on the Daily Dhamma, and you'll see a little 3-step procedure for getting into this thing, and would love to have you here. And if this was useful, please subscribe, give us a like, a comment, share with others, or consider giving us a super thanks. And we really appreciate you being here, and have a wonderful week. Namaste.